My wife's confession. I've read so many sad stories online and even in your posts that I decided it's time to share mine. I'm a 49-year-old man, married 19 years with 2 kids. 6 weeks ago, my wife told me she has been cheating on me. Ooh, ooh, that's a big one. Big one, big one. She must really have thought it through to be able to make that big step, take that big step. I had been suspicious for some time. I certainly knew something was horribly wrong with our marriage, that she had pushed me away emotionally. For some reason, she decided to come clean. Sort of. To keep from dragging this too much, I'll compress every detail to make it short. She told me she'd been having an affair with a co-worker, but initially lied about the timeline and details, as expected. Women, you want to use the joke. Over the next week, she told me the whole story, and as it turns out, it was more than an affair. I was surprised. I was hoping. It was an affair 5 years ago. Woo! See, the thing they say about a woman's heart being a deep, bottomless pit, guys, take it very seriously. A woman would cheat. She would let you into only the things in her life that she wants you access into. No matter how you try, you would never know. And that's why I see men who think they know, or they have a template, or they know it all about women. To be careful, be very careful, be very, very, very careful. Trust me, you don't know the game. You don't know the game like women do. Trust me upon this one. Okay, it was an affair 5 years ago with a co-worker that lasted a short time. Her current affair with a co-worker that has lasted 3 years. That's 2. And a one-night stand on a business trip a year ago. Can you imagine? She spent 5 years cheating on her husband with 3 different people, and the man had no idea, or he was just thinking, and he couldn't even find it out until she came out to confess by herself. And men think they only have the monopoly of cheating. I'm not excusing it. It's not a good thing. I would never do it. But I think we should rethink this cheating. As opposite genders, the two genders, we should rethink it. I think this is the best time. To rethink this issue of cheating. Men don't know. You don't know the game. You don't know the game, and it's the truth. Okay. Needless to say, I am devastated, crushed, and ripped apart. It's expected. I was in no way prepared for that. It had been the worst 6 weeks of my life. At least a man now knows how it feels to be cheated on. When they tell women, you take it, that is how men are. That is, a man must cheat. Men are polygamous in nature. By now you should have gotten over all this. By now you should, have sucked it up. Don't you pray? Don't you forgive for your mental health? Forgive so that you will not be sick. Forgive so that you will not run mad. Forgive for your own self. You owe yourself that. Oh, yada yada yada. They tell you all sorts of stories. Some of them even give you timelines. By now you should have let this thing off your chest. By now you should have gotten over it. They have no idea what. Some of them even come with templates. of how you should go about the forgiveness or the forgiveness. You should, by this time and this time, you should call a meeting. By this time, and whenever he calls you, you answer. By this time, the child that came out of me, he didn't do you anything, he didn't do anything to you. So you are supposed to forgive and accept the child. If you don't accept the child, then it means that you are not forgiving, or you are being a wicked person. They tell you all that. Now a man is saying he's ripped apart, he's devastated, he's crushed, and he's clueless. I was in no way prepared for that. It has been the worst 6 weeks of my life. She told me she had ended the affair and wanted to fix us. Don't think so. Not true. See? She has remained in contact with the current 3-year affair through WhatsApp. She changed jobs and moved away from where he works. But what else is there to say? She hasn't stopped all contact. She has not provided transparency. She really has done nothing. She has really done nothing. So what is the essence of her telling you, my brother? Is the fact that she's done with you. The essence of her telling you is don't expect change from her. She's not going to change. A cheat, there is nothing like accidental cheating. A cheat will never stop. So don't expect it to stop. So you see the thing they tell us women that so you leave your marriage, you up your marriage and leave because your husband cheated. It's laughable, it's foolish, it's stupid, it's this and this. They tell us all sorts of things. Why we do not have, it's ridiculous for us to leave our marriages when our husbands cheat. But the men cannot stay in the marriage when they cheat, forgetting also the fact that a cheat, once you forgive a cheat for once, he continues, he or she continues. You've given them the license to continue to do it to you non-stop. And then they expect the women to be the one to continue to take the cheating because that is how men are. That is how they are wired. They are never wired like that. They made themselves like that. My brother, she's not going to stop. She is not going to change. She's not telling you because she's taking accountability and wants to change it. She's just telling you because she's done with you. She's just out of pity letting you see her so that you can go or take a decision for yourself. Okay? She has changed job. Okay, she hasn't stopped all contacts. Okay? She has begun individual counseling. We've gone to couples counseling twice a year. But I'm not sure she truly wants to work it out. I've told you, I've been a complete mess. I'm all over the place. We could get through this. I've also told her I want her out of the house. Just like that. This one cheats only. You want her out of the house. What happens to war room? What happens to praying, fasting? What happens to loving her more? What happens to changing your looks for her? Make sure that you are attractive to her. What happens to all those ones? You are just telling her you want her out of the house. Okay, let's continue. She won't leave. I've begun intense counseling. It's necessary. So women, take a cue. Once your partner cheats, please go for counseling. I've begun counseling and I've been reading everything I can get my hands on. Yeah, it makes you want to read actually. I am now at a place 6 weeks in where I feel like I can think a bit more clearly. She has moved into the spare room, so we are in different rooms at least. But for most of the time over the last few weeks, I have followed her around, trying to get her to talk and explain to me. What else do you want to talk about? There's really nothing else to say. There is nothing else to say. I know that feeling of inadequacy from the victim of a partner that cheats. There is nothing you will not think about how inadequate what happened, at what point, what did you lack, what was the attraction, all those things. With who, what did the person have, and what, you would think about all those things. Okay, you are looking for her to explain to you and beg me for forgiveness, etc. Of course, that pushed her away further. Yes, she's not willing to work it out. I have for the past few days tried to seriously implement a 180. I'm only moderately successful so far. I do love her. Oh, but I don't think I can ever get over this. Trust me, you can't. I don't think she wants me to. Trust me, she doesn't. Even though she says she's done with the other guy and never wants to be with him. It's a lie. He's married with 2 kids. Hey. And yes, his wife now knows about the affair. Oh. It's a huge mess. I just don't know what to do. Trust me, there's nothing to do. I definitely want to get past it. But then what? This sucks so badly. I know, right? I know. I can't imagine starting over at 48 years old. Ew, I know, but would you rather die at 48? Would you rather die at 48? Would you rather live the years of your life in misery with someone who is not on the same page with you? Would you rather do that? I can't imagine finding happiness with someone else. I know it's hard to imagine. I also can't imagine staying with my wife after the pain she has caused me, and I'm not sure she really wants to stay either. So that makes the 2 of you. Do something about it, guys. Do something about it. I know the outcome of this. I just don't want to accept it. Oh, I know, it's hard. Man, I still am in love with her. Oh, such love. I obviously did not get everything right in our marriage, but by the way, if anyone has read No More Mr. Nice Guy, that book is like a blueprint for me. I'm working through that in counseling. You really need to change your personality. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person. Don't change yourself because of what you have experienced. Don't change yourself because someone didn't see the light in you, or couldn't treat you well, couldn't harvest the gold that you are made of to make something, a jewel out of you. Don't change yourself for that person. I know it's hard. Yes, it will teach you lessons to toughen up and to look more closely for the red flags next time, but don't stop being a nice guy. Don't stop being a nice guy. I can definitely see my contribution throughout our marriage to her unhappiness. I like this. At least taking responsibility and accountability is a step in the right direction. I'm in no way excusing what she did, just trying to be honest with myself about my shortcomings in our relationship. So in summary, self-reflection and counseling, hitting the gym like crazy, trying the 180, still completely miserable and don't know what to do. I never imagined my life would be like this. No one imagines it. My brother, you'll be alright. What do you think? Please leave your opinions in the comments. Thank you. Till the next time. Bye.